Thank you, Sarah. I hereby open the regular meeting of the Planning Commission, and I'd just like to begin this meeting by saying that our thoughts are with our neighbors in Mackenzie River or Mackenzie Bridge and Blue River, and that I hope that Springfield can offer welcome to our neighbors, especially as they seek temporary shelter away from fires. All right, can we begin with a roll call?
Chair Salazar,
Present.
Vice Chair Rhodes Dye,
Present. Sorry.
Commissioner Buck,
Present.
Commissioner Thompson, Commissioner Schmuck,
Here.
and Commissioner Stout. I am not seeing in attendance.
All right, well, thank you, Sandy. Do we have any adjustments to the agenda? All right, seeing none, we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please keep yourself on mute if you're joining us online. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, next order of business is approval of the minutes from June 18th, 2023 and August 1st, 2023. We have, as far as I'm aware of, at least one correction for the August 1st, 2023 minutes. But first, are there any corrections to the July 18th minutes? All right, seeing none. The minutes from July 18th, 2023 are approved without corrections. For the August 1st, 2023 meeting, on page 7, under stormwater post construction requirements, item 5, close the hearing. The paragraph should be replaced with the following. Springfield Chair Salazar stated that due to ballot measure 56 notice being required, the joint public hearing will be continued to July 5th, and the record will remain open with written comments.
September 3rd.
Oh, till September 5th, excuse me. And the record will remain open with written comments accepted until 5 p.m. on that date. All comments submitted after that time will be forwarded to the Lane County Board of Commissioners and the Springfield City Council. And then Christina Kraz, Springfield staff, corrected the script that Chair Salazar was reading from and confirmed that written comments could be provided through the continued public hearing on September 5th, beginning at 7 p.m. And Lane County Chair Kaczynski stated that the Lane County Planning Commission hearing is continued as stated by Chair Salazar and Springfield City Assistant Attorney Christina Kraz. So we have that correction. Are there any other corrections for the August 1st meeting? All right, seeing none, we will, the minutes from August 1st are approved with the noted corrections to page 7. All right, we will now take business from the audience. This is time in our agenda for the public to provide testimony on any topic relevant to the Planning Commission acting as the Committee for Citizen Involvement. And it looks like we have Mr. Raymond Shepard here to provide public comment. So yeah, Mr. Shepard, feel free. You can, yes.
You can
Stand, sit, whatever you want.
Commissioner Buck, good evening. The rest of the staff on the Planning Commission board. My name is Raymond Shepard. I'm a representative for the Carpenters Union. We represent over 100,000 carpenters in 12 states. 4,000 members here in the local, we call it the Greater Oregon area, Salem, Eugene, and down to Medford. I'm just here really observing tonight, so you guys get to look at a familiar face. So when I do, or when I would like to speak on, projects coming down the pipe, it comes from a familiar face. I'm looking forward to meeting every one of you, getting to know you guys. We're carpenters. We like to build stuff. I mean, the more you guys want to build, it's better for us, right? We just like you to take in consideration that you use developers and approved developers that use general contractors that use subcontractors that are responsible, right? Responsible bids and and do the right thing, right? Pay their taxes and try to get rid of the underground, we call the underground economy, right? I don't know if you're aware of the tax fraud, but tax fraud in the construction industry is over $8 billion annually, right? From substandard contractors that take advantage of mostly the Latino workforce. And believe it or not, we find this happening on prevailing wage jobs such as schools and stuff, where the general contractor will turn a blind eye to subcontractors that aren't paying the prevailing wage rate, or not providing benefits, or not utilizing the language that's in some of the state contracts, such as apprenticeship programs and safety and health. So nice to meet all of you. You know, I'm sure you'll be seeing me more often, and I'm just here to observe. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you for joining us today. All right, and it looks like we don't have anyone else here for comment, and don't see anyone online. Not sure if you have any note of anyone who's joined by
No.
phone.
Not at this time.
All right. Okay, so yeah, again, thank you for that comment. And the next item is reports of city council action. I know we've had a few that we've had backlogged. It's been a while since we've had a lot of meetings with that have been with joint meetings with Lane County. So yeah, happy to take any reports of city council or Springfield Economic Development Agency meetings. Vice Chair Rose Dye.
Yeah, I've got a report on the June 5th city council meeting. The council adopted a new master fee schedule. They heard, I think it was the second hearing of the camping ordinance. There were 4 public comments on the proposed camping ordinance, and then it passed. The Justice Center roof is deteriorating ahead of schedule, and the company that produced the product that they put on that roof is out of business. So there's no recourse for that expense that's deteriorating faster than it should be, and so they're gonna have to put a new roof. They passed the motion to go forward with the new roof. It's $824,000 to put the new roof on, and then they're moving forward with the next phase in the Mill Street I don't know, repaving or whatever. And then the city is considering partnering with OB companies to do a mixed use development in a museum parking lot downtown. That's it.
Excellent. Thank you, Vice Chair Rhodes Dye. Any other reports from City Council or CETA meetings? All right, seeing, Commissioner Buck.
Thank you, Chair. I have my notes in front of me. The city council meeting that I attended, I believe it was the one following the one Rhodes Dye commented on. There wasn't any business that I felt really pertained directly to the Planning Commission as per our agreement. We're only reporting on business that impacts us or is interest to this committee, and I didn't see any of that in the meeting that I attended.
Thank you, Commissioner Buck. Any other reports? All right, seeing none, we can move on to any other business from the Planning Commission. Right, and seeing none, any business from Development and Public Works Department?
I'll ask Sarah to talk about recruitment for a planning commission.
Okay, the planning commission recruitment process ends as of 5 o'clock on September 1st. I have sent out over 2 dozen emails to the partners that I've been emailing in the past to provide them with the new recruitment. And I've heard from many of them, and they have posted the announcement in their newsletters or it's also sent out emails. So we're just hoping that we get a robust recruitment and that the city council will find somebody to their liking.
Excellent. So, oh, yeah.
Yeah, we currently have one vacancy on the planning commission, and then we're also recruiting other positions for other committees, boards and such. So if you want to help spread the word or give us ideas on both planning commission or any of the other committees that also have vacancies, there's a lot of opportunity.
And I sent you that, the press release from the CMO a couple weeks ago. If anybody would like me to resend it, I would be more than happy to.
Yeah, so please definitely do spread the word far and wide on that planning commission. I believe there are other, there's a couple other, I got an email about BPAC recruiting as well as CDAC, our whole, and historic commissions, our whole alphabet soup of committees. So please do spread the word far and wide about our commission and committee openings, and especially for this commission. I believe that under the theoretically, the planning commission should have renter representation.
Well, it would be helpful. I don't think there's any theoretical should.
No, there's
but
not a charter
I
requirement. or
mean,
anything.
I don't think we have any current renters, and that's certainly a perspective that would be helpful since almost half of our residents are renters.
Yeah, so if you have any recommendations or friends that you think would make a good voice on our commission, please do encourage them to apply and remind them that they have just 2 weeks until September 1st to get those applications in. Thank you, Sandy. Any other business?
So we have a meeting scheduled for September 5th, which is Tuesday. It's a little unusual because Monday's a holiday. But in order to line up with the Lane County Planning Commission schedule, we're going to meet simultaneously with the city council. So that meeting will be because, as you have noticed, the council chambers is under reconstruction. They're remodeling the interior of the council chambers. So the city council will probably be here, which means we will have our meeting in the southeast quad, which you would go down this hall and in that door. And then there's some meeting rooms inside that southeast quad, which is where Sarah and I have our offices. So that's where the meeting room will be. But for anyone who does want to come in person, but we do encourage the planning commission to join online, just like you have been for the last few joint meetings. I think it's easier to manage with the two commissions to have the commissioners themselves online.
Yeah, it's certainly easier to notice raised hands and not have to keep tabs of as many screens. So
And that's the only meeting we have scheduled at this point in September. So it's possible we would have another meeting in September, but we're quickly losing time to be able to get something scheduled. So I'm guessing it's not likely we'll have two meetings in September, just that one in September 5th.
any business coming up that seems anything that we could expect that would be coming up as business in October or November potentially?
So I don't know of any land use applications that are going to need to come to the planning commission, but there is a possibility for those. There is an opportunity for more joint meetings. So we've been working on an update to the Eugene Springfield Public Facilities and Services Plan. And that is needing to go to all three jurisdictions, Eugene, Springfield, and Lane County. So we had been looking at the end of September for that meeting, but we pushed it off to the beginning of December. So that will be a three-way joint meeting, and it's possible that we would use that meeting to take in some more information on the Goshen amendment that you had the hearing on, but there's more information that the county has been collecting that they would like to put before you in order to add to your decision making. So they may reopen the record and bring more information to you at that time as well. So that's the only thing I know of that we have tentatively scheduled. And that's for your first meeting in December as that three-way joint planning commission hearing.
Excellent. Yeah, and if we, even if we don't have land use applications that come before us that necessitate or that trigger an October meeting, we'll still try to meet at least monthly, maybe a shorter meeting like this, just so we can not fall behind on our committee reporting, and that we can continue to meet and have business and have the public have a chance to provide business from the audience as well.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be some work sessions potentially. One would be on, and they're not scheduled yet, but one would be on our capital improvement program. So that we work on that every 2 years now. And our new city engineer will be coming to you with that, along with Jeff Pascal, our community development director, who was the city engineer. So they'll be bringing that to you for your consideration sometime this fall. We might come to you with something on climate friendly areas. That's another thing we've been working on. So not land use applications per se, but maybe some work session items that we'll schedule for you sometime this fall.
Excellent. Thank you, Sandy. All right, and with no further items, I will now adjourn the Planning Commission regular meeting. Thank you all for joining.